All right, we are back, everyone. Drop this in the Discord. Actually, let me see if I can get someone to do it. Hey, what's up? Hey guys, sorry I'm a little late. I'm not sorry, I was spending time with my wife, which was wonderful. Hey, from Hawaii, how you doing? Hang on, guys, 1 second. Sorry, I'm running a little behind. That's what I'm doing. Let's do this. Copy this. Paste that. Okay. Charlie, how you doing, man? How was your show? Did you guys have a good show? If someone wouldn't mind, actually, if one of you guys could post in the Discord a link to the live stream, that'd be really helpful. Just so I can start this rolling here. All right. So this week's auction is actually really good. It has lots of really interesting stuff. This is just the stuff that I've been on. Let me sort here. Thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Very helpful. Hello from Hawaii. Hey, how's it going in Hawaii? I really want to go to Hawaii someday. So let's sort by lowest bid first and just kind of see where everything is sitting. Thank you very much for doing that. Very helpful. So I think I just wanted to make a Pokemon thumbnail tonight, but there's these cool Venusaurs. These are the original Japanese hollow Venusaurs. They're 2 PSA 7s. I'm gonna check and see what they're comping at. I don't know why. I've always really liked this Venusaur picture. I think it's just a really cool looking card. Let's go here. Put you right there. Let's see. How do you spell Venusaur? Venusaur. Okay. Japanese PSA 7. So this is the card. Just gonna try to see like whereabouts they're comping at. So here's one that sold on June 9th for $129. Here's 72 on a best offer. This is a CGC 7 for $70, so they're still pretty cheap actually. That's not a terrible price for them. Nice, man. What is an Espeon? Bill, what's going on, man? How you doing? What is an Espeon? That's one of the new Pokemon. I don't know any of the new Pokemon, so I just knew. I know the original 150, and that's about it. So you're gonna have to help me out with the new ones. So, anyways, there's two of these. I think it's probably like $100 card. That would be my guess. Of course, here's one that did 81, so maybe, that was in May. The most recent sale, though, 130, so I think you could probably get $100 for it. I don't think that'd be out of the question. Here's one PSA 7, would have 115, so, I think realistically you could get $100 out of it. I mean, I kind of want to just bid on him. Like, what's the price I would pay for it? Just because I like the card. $80. Bid $80 on him. I feel like for $80. Okay, that's what I was assuming because of the surname, but I was just curious. Yeah, I mean anything after the first, the first 150, no idea. Like I know Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, and that's it. So I mean, I'd pay $80 for this. You know, probably list it on eBay. Of course, here's one that's sold for $50, April 25th. $80. Yeah, I think that's about right. This is interesting. This is a Beckett. Japanese base set Venusaur, no rarity hollow first edition. What does that mean? I mean, it seems like they're consistently going for about 120-ish. Espeon is the Psychic Eevee. Wow, cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, let's be a little more conservative. Again, I don't think we're gonna win it for this, but anything else? This is a cool Peyton Manning Gold Refractor, 2003. I like that card a lot. This LaMelo I bet on just because, like, I mean, obviously you'd want to break it out of this thing, but any LaMelo silver, like, you could probably get $150 for. I actually had a fair amount of people ask for LaMelo this weekend. So Japanese. Okay, so people aren't looking for Japanese slabs. I mean, I'd probably just list it on eBay, honestly. So there's a PSA 10. Yeah, it's like 150 is kind of where the LaMelo would go. Like it's a card that you're always gonna get. I mean, there's probably not enough room now on it, but it's a card where you can always kind of probably sell it for around 150. Wow, this one for 1100. That's a nice sale on that. Yep. What's up? Yeah, I think that's one where I'd just arbitrage it on eBay. Anyways, there's a lot of cards that I really like in this auction. Whether I'm going to get any of them for the prices I want it, that's another question. The LaMelo is probably out of the range already. That buyer's premium really gets me. And for those curious, the vlog is done. Those who have a membership to the channel have seen it, or at least it's available to them. So I posted it in the membership only section of the Discord, and I'm planning on releasing it tomorrow night around 5 p.m. So I spent all day today doing that, which was probably not the best idea because I'm absolutely exhausted from this weekend, but it's done. So thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, as you noticed, there's not as many transactions as I was hoping for, but I'm probably going to put out a video in a couple weeks. I'm going out of town next week, so there might not be a video for a few weeks, but I'm planning on doing a video sort of reviewing the show and what I noticed, what I didn't notice, and things that I would have done differently next time. So the show is happening again in October, I hear. Especially because I just couldn't be there the whole time. I just didn't really get a chance to do as much as I wanted to do at the show. And so if it's in October, I'm likely going to be working at that time anyways. So I think not getting a table next time is going to be ideal. Steve, great to meet you too, man. Thank you so much for saying hi. Cody just talked about this. So the members to the channel have already seen it. I finished it, but it's going to be available tomorrow. I think around 5 p.m. is when I'm going to release it. So, it's all speculation, right? Because I mean that's what the card market is, anyways. So, you're hoping that LaMelo turns into the next Steph Curry, right? So then a LaMelo Prism Silver PSA 10. In 10 years, if he's, wins 3 championships and turns into one of the best players of all time, I mean, that's a big card. Whereas Rodman, there's nothing, there's no upside there. Thanks. Oop. Trust me, this is my wife, by the way, if people wanted to know. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that one, but yes, I've been working on it all day. Thanks so much. Thanks very much, Jeff. Steph Curry stained glass. I honestly I don't know the card, but anything Curry right now is doing pretty well. All right, this one I want to check in. Sorry, I gotta figure out what I want to bid on here. This orange red Lewis Hamilton. 2021. The portrait. That's a PSA 9 did 313. This one did 565 and this one did 313. Wow, that's crazy. 1 day apart. So I think this one's still a buy. This would probably be my limit on it. Get a good race this today. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Couldn't find one of them. Yes, exactly. I mean, and it's like any other market. Like there's stable stuff and there's volatile stuff, and it just depends on what you can stomach, really. Do I want to play 240 for that? That'd be like 80% of the recent comp. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be comfortable with that. Let's bid on the Venusaurs too. All right, so we were outbid on all of them. And that was kind of my max on all of those. That's actually a pretty high price for this PSA 9 Hamilton. This Holly Holm is interesting. I think the problem with her is she's going to retire soon. Still a great card. I mean, a gold auto. Select. I mean, $200 for the disco. PSA 10 regular does it like $100. Yeah, it's probably better to stay away from it for now. These Hamiltons I was watching too. This Brady was at like 200 earlier, but now it's kind of getting to the limit where it's not going to be worth it. All right, so whatever I didn't get a chance to get to. Yeah, it's a tough time to buy them right now. The sales recently have been really high. At the show, you'll see in the vlog, I actually got offered a Topps rookie for $600, I think, and I didn't end up taking it. Actually advised the person to go get a rock hard review, and he did, and it came back an 8.5, so that was actually good. I'm pretty sure he traded it, so that was good for him. I was happy to see that. The SGC 9.5 refractors are 500. Wow. Okay, so obviously, let me check. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a Lewis PSA 10 refractor. I want to see like what the sales on them are. 500. Wow, the red green did. Holy crap! Jeez, that's a big time sale right there. 595. Yeah, I mean, I'd buy them at 4. Gold 29 Jeez. That's insane. What would I pay for this? I mean, I'll bid this. So that puts him like right at 4. That's pretty much what I'd pay though. Try to make $100 off of them. But I don't think they're gonna sell for that. I'd be shocked if we got it for that. This orange red, I'm probably done bidding on, even though it's a great card. It's a shame it's a 9. This Hamzat I was really interested in, but I don't think I'm interested at this price. I think he's still pretty overhyped. Man, Tua stuff is just, I don't really get it, but it's been really hot, so hard for me to argue with that. This Wade, I just like. It's a gold refractor from 2004. It's his second year. This O'Malley I was watching too, but that's just getting to, like, I have a immaculate RPA to 99. It's like $200, and I would much rather have that than this. So I know it's gold, but I'd just much rather have the RPA, to be honest. Just a nicer card. Yeah, I think this is probably a good take. I mean, I don't think he's as bad as people kind of give him flack for, to be honest. I think people hate on him pretty hard. This Jerry I want to check too. But I also just don't see a terrible amount of star potential with him. I guess I can put it that way. So a 9.5. Here's a 10 of that car. That's exact car that did 275. So again, it's kind of approaching the limit where it would be worth it. There wouldn't be any money for me to be made. Yeah. So we're done on the Venusaurs. One of them got extended. Yeah, I agree with that. They're fun. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm trying to sell most of my stuff, most of my quarterback stuff leading into the National if I can. Just because that seems to be kind of the peak, like right before preseason seems to be the peak. And then it'll cool off, and then the season is just depending on how they do. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I think this is probably the right call. Like mid to late July, early August, I think is the time to kind of dump the quarterbacks. Nice, man. Congrats. I mean, really any of them, to be honest. I think, honestly, the one that's the best to buy, and I'm not going to give anyone advice on who to buy, but I like Mahomes. I like where Mahomes is right now, price-wise. That's actually a good deal for this. This is the red back Giannis Hoops. I mean, before the season, this card's going to be $600. I wouldn't be surprised, at least, if it was $600. I mean, the regular PSA 10s are around $500 during the season. They've dumped a lot recently, but that's a good buy for whoever got that. I wasn't paying attention to that one. I'd be really surprised if we won both of these Lewises for this price. That's pretty cheap. In my opinion. I mean, it's a $500 card. I think at a show I could probably get $450 for it. This one sold for $252. That's a nice buy. This Vlad sold for $336. I think that's about what they go for. I was looking it up before this Yuki's interesting. It's a 9, which is a shame, but I'm not a terribly huge fan of him just as a driver. He's okay, but so this Venusaur sold for $72. That's a pretty good buy. This one's probably also going to sell for this. The vlog will be coming out tomorrow at 5. I think 4 or 5. I haven't set it up yet, but that's what I'm thinking. That's a pretty good buy on this Giannis. I mean, in the season, these were going, the PSA 9s were going for about $350-ish. I just think this is way too high of a price for this card. It's a 9.5, which is good, but I'm not a huge, especially after his last fight. I'm not sure if he's ever gonna beat Usman. And we'll find out, but I just don't know if he's like, I mean, he's a beast, but we'll see. There's some big cards in this auction too. There's a Curry rookie refractor. Maybe I am gonna win these. All right, let's go. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. It's like anything else. I mean, you know, everything's down right now. I mean, crypto is Bitcoin last when I checked this morning is below 20,000. Ethereum was below 1,000. I mean, that's crazy. So it's like it's a little suppressed, but I mean, after going to the show this weekend, people are still looking to buy and sell. Like, it's not, you know, the hobby's not, people are not exiting the hobby. I'll just put it that way. At least not noticeably. But it's like anything else. If you buy and sell at market, then you can make deals. If you're trying to go above market or way below market, you're not going to be able to make very many deals. So, all right, I guess we're getting some Lewis's. I still think it's a good buy. I mean, he's the GOAT. I'm happy to buy those at 384 a piece. If I do end up winning them, I think that's a good buy. It was great, man. It was great. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Mainly, I just enjoyed meeting people. I wish I would have had more time to walk around. That was my one regret, is I just didn't get to walk around very much. This first stop in purple. I need to check. I need to check it really quick. I'm a little bit on it. 365. So it's probably about. I'm gonna miss it. Damn it. That's one that I should have been on. That's a good buy. Whoever got that. All right, that's a really good buy for that. I mean, I know that's in March, but so it's probably like a $250 card-ish. But yeah, the show was great. So we did win the Lewis's. I mean, I think that's a good buy. I really do. I mean, the last couple sales were like 405, or no, sorry, 500 and 600. And that, I mean, that was the other day. 500, 600. I mean, I guess here was one that was 268. But you never know. I mean, there's 330. So yeah, I guess, you know. But I think after his win too, or after his podium, like, I don't think it's really that bad. I mean, you know, and that's one too that I can list on eBay and just like take an offer. So I'm pretty confident that I can make some money on that. I don't think I'm going to lose the bag on that. And if I do, it'd be a very, very minimal loss. Especially after his podium. He performed really well today, so. Yeah, I actually didn't spend any money at the show. I think I spent like $80 and it was part of a trade, so I just didn't. Honestly, I was really burnt out. And I, you know, all the walk-ups, I just didn't really have the energy to kind of like make a big buy. And I didn't have any time to walk around because I was in such a rush, so. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's honestly, I'm totally happy with that buy. So this sold on June 18th. That was yesterday. Yeah, I'm pretty confident about that. I'm pretty confident I can sell it online too, or like on Instagram or something. Yeah, I mean, I am tired. Don't get me wrong. I've been, especially because I would spend all day trying to get that vlog going today. So, so these are the only ones left. Obviously, I got the 210s, so I have no interest in this at all. Nice, man. I have no idea what a Zoomeril is, but you know. Yeah, that's crazy. The Bitcoin dump was crazy. At least it kind of, I mean, it's been right there for a couple days, I think. So it's not, at least it's not totally dumping, but yeah, it's really oversold right now. Like really, really oversold. We'll see. I think gas prices are coming back down. I think, you know, the Fed increasing rates, hopefully that it's going to reduce liquidity, but I think things are starting to stabilize. It's hard to tell, but you never know. I mean, I'm not a financial analyst, and even those guys can't predict the market, so we'll see. I think I agree with this. Especially the COVID boom for sure. Do I think Curry is top 10? What's my top 10? I have to write it down because I always end up changing it. So let's just make a list. My definites are LeBron, Kobe. I'm probably gonna put Duncan in there. Wilt, Bill Russell. Giannis is pretty close for me, honestly. Jordan, obviously. Yeah, probably Kareem. And like 8, 9, 10 are really kind of the wild cards. I mean, you could put a number of people in here. Some people want to put like, I mean, I think Giannis honestly is going to make it in my top 10. I like Shaq in there as well. And I'd probably put Curry at 10. I'm probably forgetting some people too. Well, this is not in order, okay? I'm sorry. This is just the people that like came right off the top of my mind. This would probably be my list like as of right now, but at least currently, I got Jordan in there. You know, I mean, right now Giannis is probably out. You know, Bird, Magic Johnson, I just feel like didn't play long enough. Yeah, see, I mean, I'd rather have a PSA 10 for 380 than a 9 for 100. I mean, what do the raw ones do? $50, so you're gonna get a 9 if you send it in, most likely. There's a 9 for 122. I wouldn't call it a steal. So, I mean, these are just the players that I think were just like dominant. I mean, the definite ones for me, obviously Jordan. Also, I have a little bit of recency bias. Bill Russell is a definite. These are the ones that I'm, you know, I go back and forth on, but yeah, there's other. I mean, you know, if you want to get into it, like my other ones would be Magic, Bird. Those are probably the other two. Maybe Isaiah Thomas, but he probably doesn't crack the top 10 for me. Bobo. Yeah, so you think KD? I don't think KD's a top 10 player of all time. I just don't think individually he was as dominant as the rest of these guys were. Those two wouldn't crack the top 10 for me. Great players, obviously, but not top 10 all time. Yeah, Bird. The other two on that would be Bird and Magic, and maybe Isaiah Thomas would be the last one I would consider. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm sorry about that. It's weird. You got 50 PSA 10 prisms. Oh man, boy. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Curry is in front of KD. I mean, KD's great, obviously. Right now he's probably one of the best players, if not the best players. I mean, I think Giannis is the best player in the league right now, but KD's up there for sure. Top 3. I think the 3 best players in the league right now, like right this second, are Curry, or not Curry, sorry, Giannis, Durant, and Luka. Obviously you could put Jokic in that conversation, but he's just so different. He's not really like he's obviously a dominant player, but he doesn't like the way his team plays he's more of like a point. He's like more of like a big man point guard. But I don't think Embiid is a top. For me, the other 3 guys, I'd be more afraid. I just think the way that Durant and Giannis and Luka can take over a game. I mean, Embiid's up there too. Embiid and Jokic and those guys, all in the top 10 right now. Curry's a great player. I don't think he's one of the top 3 players in the league right now. I like Booker a lot. But again, I don't think top 3 player. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, Embiid's definitely had a great year. I agree with this take, but it's just the stats thing people can't get around. So. All right, let's see what else is going in the auction now. Again, for those who weren't here earlier, the vlog is going to go up tomorrow night. Probably around 5, I would guess. It's one of my longest ones, if not my longest one. It's about 18 minutes long. And if you're a member, you can actually see that early. They've already seen it. And if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, it's $2.99 a month. And you get a number of perks, including seeing the videos early. I haven't posted my pickups from the show, even though there's only like 4 of them. But I always give my members first crack at my new inventory. You get a nice cool badge like the one that Tyreth has here. You can see that little badge. What else? I'm doing a member exclusive giveaway soon. So obviously just watching the channel and hanging out on the live stream, more than enough. But if you want a small way to contribute and help support my content, that's a great way of doing it. Yeah, Embiid's, man, it's just the big man era has just kind of come and gone. So it's just hard for those guys. That's why I was kind of surprised that Jokic got it. And I don't really consider Giannis a big man. Yeah, Giannis is just like, I don't even know what he is. He's just something else, man. Even just like, it was crazy. I went to a Pacers game earlier this season. It was like the 4th game of the season and they were playing the Bucks. And just like, it was the craziest thing. He would just dribble the ball up the floor, get to the top of the key, blow by whoever was guarding him. Or if it was a little guy guarding him, he'd just bully him in like 3 steps and get a layup. It was the most obscene thing I've ever seen. Like, until you like watch him play live, you don't realize how just much of a monster this guy is. And he could do it every single time, and they had no way of stopping it. It was wild. Yeah, I think this is true. I think people, though, wanted to... I mean, in my opinion, Giannis was the MVP. Like, he carried that team. Do I buy any baseball? Not really. I just... Occasionally I'll buy something, but it's not really my thing, per se. I want to see where that Curry refractor sold. I wonder if it's still going. I wouldn't be shocked if it was still going. Ooh, nice. No, it must have sold because it's not here. God, who's paying $6,000 for a Draymond Green card? That's wild. Like, would you rather have an MJ auto or a Draymond Green? Someone come down to earth. Yeah. I think the weird thing about MVP voting and stuff is it's all like the media. It's odd. This is a cool card. I didn't see this. The Lucky Envelopes, LaMelo. That's a really cool looking card. Here's a PSA 8 Jordan. Oh, sorry, that's wrong auction. There we go. I was gonna say that seems really cheap, but wrong auction. I mean, I'd still rather have a Herbert RPA than a Draymond Green, but you know. I mean, scoreboard, I guess, right? Here's a LeBron James rookie patch. That's cool. I actually really like LeBron in the St. Mary's uniform. I don't know why. I just think it's pretty cool. 2022 V-Friends factory sealed box at a $2,600. See this, now we're talking here. That's what I'm talking about. George Russell, Topps Dynasty, 9 out of 10, zipper patch auto. That's sick. But I think I like the triple patch. There was actually a number of, I was gonna say there's a number of dynasties. This is the glove patch. So the auto on this one's a little bit better. The auto on this one's a little thin and kind of off the thing. So I think I'd actually rather have this one. But there's certain dynasty ones that have like 3 patches that I really like. Okay, let's be positive here. We're positive on this channel, at least we try to be. Yeah, I think the V-Friends box for sure. That's one of them. Oh, do they not? Are they not player worn? I bet are the flawless ones? The flawless ones probably are. Here's a big. Is this a big card? This Gyarados. Pokemon Sky Ridge. Is this a big card? It's PSA 10, I guess. Travis, how you doing, man? Yeah, I know. We got to get the whale versus whale on the Harry Potter. That was awesome. I tried to cut a video of that, but it didn't like the YouTube. Like I downloaded the VOD, and my editing software didn't like the format, so I'm gonna need to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Sometimes, I mean, you can find deals on any of them. You just have to kind of be patient and know that you're not going to get deals every week or every time you look. So on eBay, I tend to look for lots. Like if I find a big lot of cards, that's typically where you can get better deals on eBay, or listings that end at weird times, like during the day. In PWCC, it's just, you know, some weeks you get some good deals and some weeks you don't. So I didn't. Was he there? I didn't know he was there. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. I haven't looked at next week's stuff yet. I usually do that after this is done. I'll just kind of go on my phone and as I'm going to bed and kind of look and see what's there. But this week had a lot of good stuff. I liked everything this week. Do I have any LeBron? I don't think I... Oh, I have some of the Kobe tribute dunk cards right now, but that's really the only LeBron stuff I have. I've never had like a Chrome rookie or anything crazy. Sorry, did I already say thank you? Thank you if I didn't already say thank you. And thank you all for hanging out tonight. It's been a fun night. Sorry I was a little late. We were watching Aquaman. So that was fun. I'm actually kind of surprised this isn't going for more. I saw this. This is a... Man, these nebulas are just so cool. I'd love to own one of these at some point in time. These nebula cards, they're so sick. They're like Genesis on crack. So beautiful. Got the 101. I still don't think I've ever owned a 101, so... I don't know. I think at the beginning of the year, there were a lot more stuff because they were doing it every week. Because before, I think this was a monthly thing and not a weekly thing. But I do not know. Hey, look at this. It's a Clefable. I think I owned this card. Not a first edition, but I think I did own this card at one point in time. That's cool. More Fortnite crystal shards. Is that still going? Did I just skip right over that? Oh, there it is. Yeah. It's probably gonna sell if they haven't bid it up. Yeah, I think part of the reason for the Tatum burnout is, I mean, when you think about it, they had to play KD and the Nets in the first round. Then they had to play Giannis in the second round. Then they had to play Miami, which is a very difficult series with really good defensive players. So they really had a pretty tough road to the finals. As tough as you can get in the East, I think. So that was part of it. 1 minute periods. This is where the good stuff happens. Okay, good night, sweetheart. Thanks for saying hi. My wife, for the record, said that she would rather have 2 Louis Vuitton backpacks than 1 Draymond Green, and I agree with her. Look at this. Charles Oakley out of 10. You're going to be paying $1,600 for this card. No thanks. Just my opinion. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Apparently. So this George Russell sold for $2,760. I thought it would honestly go for more than that. The Dynasty stuff is just crazy. And this one, see, I'd rather have this one for $2,300 or $2,400 than the Zipper, but just me. I just like a cleaner looking patch and a better looking auto. Though it looks a little faded on the auto, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to tell. All these gold prisms. There was a lot last week too, if I remember it correctly. I saw that guy actually. I took a picture of his backpack and sent it to my wife, and she thought it was funny. And I said, "This is the goal. Eventually, get one of these and walk around a card show." Why is this so expensive? It's not even a refractor. What? Is it just a tough grade or something? This is confusing to me. A base 2002 Michael Jordan? Seems odd. Does that seem strange to anyone else? Sometimes that happens, man. You get beat up on some cards. But you got the cash, move on to something else. That's how it happens. Very rarely when I get cards do I sell them for what I would like to sell them for. Very rarely. I mean, that just seems, but it's just, I mean, even with MJ, I mean, like, it's a base Topps card. Like, I had a base Kobe Bryant Topps card of the same set, and it's like a $5 card. So maybe they're just a tough grade or something because of the paper. But yeah, I know the edges are a little rough on the. Yeah, that corner doesn't look too hot. Did the corners get a 9? Yeah, the corners got a 9. Everything else got a 9.5. Usually the edges get hammered on these things. Maybe that's why. I mean, the edges don't look great though. I don't know. Yeah, it does. It feels a little fishy, but who knows? All right, sold for 900. That just seems crazy. Like maybe I'm wrong, but that seems very high for that card. Yeah, like here's a Chrome 8 for $25. Huh. But here's a PSA 9 for $768. Maybe that, I don't know. That's weird. That's super strange. But here's a raw one that did $6. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just tough grade. I don't know. That's got to be it, right? Because the refractor did $549. I don't know. Jordan collectors would know more about that than I would. That just, to me, that doesn't make sense. But this Herbert's going to the moon, guaranteed. Yeah, it seems weird, but bad price on the Russells. Let's see. What Russells are you talking about? Look at these Aaron Rodgers PMGs. That's cool. I didn't even know these were in the auction. This is a 4. Yikes. How'd this get a 4? This is... See, this is a Tyrus play right here, man. Crack this bad boy out and send it to Beckett. You'd be doing pretty well. This thing isn't going to get a 4 at Beckett. It's going to be like a 6.5 or a 7. Oh, the Dynasty Russells. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking to Bill Russell. What? This is cool. 2009 Exquisite McNabb Brady dual patch. I'm not a big fan of patch cards in general, but I like exquisite stuff, so that's kind of cool. Donovan McNabb was a man back in the day too. This is a cool card, man. Look at this. If you're a Bills fan, you got to have this. Look at this. Nice patch there. Got the Bills. Yeah, man. Any defensive player on a popular team is always an underrated play, in my opinion. Like, I've done really well on Cleveland Browns stuff, defenders. I've done really well on Steelers defenders, like Palomalu. I've done really well on Cowboys defenders. I've done really well on Raiders defenders. So those are the teams that I kind of target with defensive players, and Ravens too. Ravens. From the bench, what's going on, man? How you doing? The Ruth exhibit seems pretty cheap. Where's the Ruth exhibit? I probably just passed right over it. Ruth exhibit. Where you at? Did it sell? Did I miss it? People going for the flawless Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is a guy I think is going to get... I don't think Golden State's going to retain him, to be honest. I think some team's going to overpay for him. That would be my guess with Andrew Wiggins. He thrived in his role in Golden State, but he can't really play that role to any other team. Because no other team has that many good players that he can kind of disappear for games at a time. Baker from a card standpoint. I wouldn't buy it, but, man, people going hard on Brooklyn Decker. Holy crap. bidding war with the Brooklyn Decker. And that, I think that's Andy Roddick's wife, isn't it? Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong? That's Andy Roddick's wife, right? Charlie Sheen Auto. Yeah, here it is. Charlie Sheen. Is this in his like crazy phase? Yeah, it looks like it. 2011. Yeah, that's probably right around the crazy phase. Man, the one thing about the Warriors, they actually have one of the best young cores in the league. Because they got Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga is really good. Or he's going to be good. He's just going to need some time. And then James Wiseman. I mean, that's a really good, young core that you can kind of, as the Steph and Clay kind of get older, and Draymond, obviously, you can kind of bring those guys up and, just rebuild in that way. Nice, man. You'll actually see him in the vlog tomorrow. I sold him some cards for his auction. He was super nice. He came to the table and we chatted for a while. I talked to his dad, too, for a while. Really nice guy. I really, really liked him. Yeah, and what's his face? Wiseman didn't play at all. So, yeah. Nothing now. All of our stuff's sold. I won 2 Lewis Hamilton refractors PSA 10s. That's what I won. So, yeah, he's raw though. I mean, so gotta be careful with it. All right, Brooklyn Decker sold for $112.80. Can't believe people paid $100 for this card, but whatever floats your boat. I wish I would have known about these, man. I need to search PMGs every time just to kind of see, because these are just popular cards. This is absolutely like a crack and resub candidate. I mean, surely you can do better than a 4, unless it has like a crease in it. But if it has a crease in it, it's going to get less than a 4. People really want this Dirk Nowitzki at a 99, apparently. I had a Giannis Celestial I sold this weekend. It's a cool card. Andrew Wiggins sold. Aaron Rodgers is the one that I'm kind of looking at. I'll protect Artifacts Red Tom Brady. Interesting. And a Derek Jeter Skybox. I think I'm not going to go to the National. I had a couple people ask me this weekend, and I sort of rethought about it again, but I just can't justify the cost, man. I mean, the content would be great, but, it's not really a show that I would go and buy anything at. I mean, I would look through the boxes and stuff, but I'm not going to be going and way overpaying for a bunch of cards. Like, it's just doesn't make any sense to me, and you can't get a hotel there for less than $300 a night. It's kind of a not so great place, so you don't really want to get anywhere away from the convention center. There's no direct flights into there. So you'd have to fly into like Philly and take a train there or rent a car or something. There's just so many extra costs that I can't quite get it to make sense for me. I'd love to go and just like hang out with people, but maybe next year when it's in Chicago, like I'll definitely go. But this year it's like, I mean, if I do that trip, I'm going to be spending like $2,000, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. And that's not even, that's a conservative estimate probably. Like I might spend more than that. So anyways, it just doesn't really make much sense for me to go other than to be there. But I just feel like I can, there's a couple other shows this summer. I'm not going to make Dallas either. I actually at the work that weekend. I got a cool playing opportunity that on the July Dallas show. That was one that I was kind of eyeing potentially, but it's not going to work out this time. There's the Burbank show in August. That one I might want to go to. I might see if my wife wants to go to California and just hang out for a week. That'd be fun. What's the closest show I ever do to Bloomington? Probably like the Plainfield or Beach Grove. I usually go to those. Yeah, I thought about it, but it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't really have that much desire to go, to be honest. I just can't justify it. There's nothing, unless somebody said, hey, I'm paying for you and I'm paying for your hotel, and, like if I got sponsored to go there, like fine, obviously I'd go, but me footing the bill for it just doesn't make much sense. Am I going this week? No, I'm out of town this week. I'm leaving on Friday, and I won't be back until July 5th or so, I think. Well, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air, but I'm out of town this week, so won't be at Plainfield, unfortunately. It's actually one of my favorite shows, so, but maybe next time. So the only two left are this Dale Earnhardt and this Tom Brady. Brady, there appears to be two people battling over it. This Earnhardt, I have no idea, but yeah, Plainfield is a great show, man. It's a great buying show. Excuse me. So this is what we won. We won 2 Lewis Hamilton PSA 10s for $385 each. Not too bad. It's a card I think I can get $450 for. And obviously there's long-term upside in Hamilton. Second year refractor. It's obviously not the first year refractor, but second year, they're both PSA 10s. Not a lot of downside there. I think at worst, this card's probably a $300 card. At best, it's $500-$600 in the next couple months. So, yeah, Plainfield's nice too because it gets a little bit of a different crowd. There's more lower end stuff, less kind of high end stuff. So yeah, that's what I won tonight. And the shipping is really fast too on PWCC, so that's kind of cool. So I should get these cards in this week. Should be great. Yeah, I just like F1 cards anyways, so I'm moving more in that direction. I just find them interesting. I like the sport. I like the aesthetics of the card. I mean, it's just a clean looking card, man. Like, it's just slick looking. There's just no way around it. It just looks clean. And you just can't go wrong, man. It's a Lewis refractor. You cannot go wrong with that. The portrait, that's what people want. Yeah, and somebody said there were just rumors of a race in Manhattan, which is crazy. Like, that would be so wild for them to have like a Manhattan street race. I heard about that at the show. That's just crazy to me. Other than that, I mean, there's not really much more that I'm watching. I'm kind of holding steady for now. I'm going to try to sell some stuff maybe on Instagram this week. So if you guys are interested or in the Discord, I'm probably going to post some stuff. So just kind of some stuff from the show that I'm looking to move on from. I'm not going to give it away, but I'll give some good deals for sure, especially if you're interested in buying in multiples. I got an SGC order in. It's sitting in my P.O Box right now. And then my PSA order should be in this week, I would imagine. This week or next week. So that one's 8-9 cards, something like that. So I should be getting a lot of new stuff. And I'm interested to see kind of what that turns into. It's going to be a bit of a weird couple weeks for me just because I'm going to be out of town at the end of this week, and then I have that work thing that I was talking about, so I'm actually going to miss the next Fisher show. which is a shame, but it is what it is. And then, but then in August, I should be here most of the month. So, so probably not going to get a ton of like vlogging type stuff. There actually is, I think when I'm in Chicago, there's this Saturday, I have Saturday off, and I think there's like a Northern Illinois card show. So I might go check that out just cause I'm there. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've played with them before, but this is kind of a, they have a vacancy, so it's kind of like it's more of a big deal. I'll just put it that way. But yeah, there's a Northern Illinois card show that Saturday, so I might just go check that out and maybe film some content or whatever. I probably wouldn't bring like my setup or whatever, but I might just walk around and see what they got. Yeah, other than that, no stream next week because again, I'm not gonna be here. But vlog comes out tomorrow. Again, if you guys are interested in becoming a member, $2.99. You can cancel anytime, and you get to see the vlogs early. You get to see my pickups from the show early, and I always offer them to the members first. We're doing a giveaway when we hit a certain number of members. But yeah, that's about it. Trying to get a promo, not really. But it's just one of those things, like, so in my industry, like, there's no, like, you don't get promotions within your organization, typically. I mean, sometimes you do, but, so the way you move up is you move to a different orchestra, essentially. Wow, this is a good deal. I guess I didn't check Halliburton stuff. Damn. Rip. Oh, it said it sold for that. No, it sold for that. Okay, I was gonna say. Anyways, sorry. So, the way you do it is you move to a different orchestra. That's like kind of how you move up. But there's not really many places I can go at this point in time that it's like worth it, except for like the really big ones. So like Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, etc. So, yeah, not that direction. It would be the other direction, actually. So yeah, but it'll be fun. It'll be good. I'm excited about it. But I will have to miss the Fisher show. So that's okay. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. If you are new here, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the free Discord down below in the description. There's a lot of great people on there. We're talking cards all the time. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream and you enjoy the vlog that will be out tomorrow. Thanks so much, guys, and have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye.